Hi guys, how are you? My face is totally bare and I just want to do a little chatty get ready with me. And yeah, I just have my eyebrows right on and I look really crazy right on. I just have my eyebrows on right now and I look really crazy. So let's get started. So first I'm going to take the RosesnRose setting spray. This is more like a facial mist. I like it more for like spa skincare uses. Rosewater is really good for calming the skin and reducing redness. So it's perfect for me. So I'm going to take some and just spray my face evenly. So this is not sticky at all, which I like. It's just really good for the skin. After that, I normally love taking the iconic London Prep Set and Glow Spray. This is in the darkest like shade they have, which I meant to get the rose gold one because I'm obsessed with pink right now, but I ended up picking up this one. I don't know how, but I love it. It really doesn't have any color to it, but it's super beautiful and it makes your skin tacky and more luminous, which I love for applying my makeup. And I'm so sad that I'm almost out of this. I would say these are similar to the Max Fix Plus with the little reflex in them. I like this better for my face before makeup, and this is better after in my opinion. And then this is also the Max Fix Plus is better for your eyeshadows. I look like so crazy right now. I can barely look at myself, but it's okay. Who is texting me? Being a boss is a lot of work, guys. Everybody needs to contact you. Oh my god, so cute. Okay, so that's what I like to do to like prep my skin while I'll do the rest. Or actually, you know what I'm going to do as well? Since this is kind of drying, I'm going to take the Farsali Skintune. This is actually really good. I kind of bought this on like a whim and my skin is really sensitive, so I need to be super careful with... Oh, this is like so disgusting. But it's okay. I'm just going to take some of this. Careful what I use on my skin because I break out a lot. But this is actually really good. This is actually way too much. I just burnt 20 bucks on my face. It is expensive, but it makes your skin feel super awesome. I like this much better than any kind of silicone primer personally, and I have like dry, sensitive, acne prone skin, and I just feel like it really makes the skin feel nice. And people say blurs things out. I would say it's almost like a smoothing effect a little bit, and I just press that into the skin. First thing is I'm just gonna take this Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I haven't used this in a while. I'm just gonna take the first shade, which just is to kind of set the eye. I already have Tarte Shape Tape on there, so just go ahead and lightly set that before we do the other shadows. Okay, next I'm going to take the Morphe R40 brush. I'm going to dip into these like 3 shades right here. I just always like mixing all my shades. I think it works out a lot better. And yeah. So I'm just going to start by putting this in the crease and building that up. So if you guys do not know, I own my own lash company. It's called Dame Boss. Dame is actually French or Dutch for lady. And yeah, I own my own lash brand. We just started doing liquid lipsticks. We have Telly Ties, which is an amazing hair tie company that is local to Florida. And we just support really boss babes. And yeah, so if you haven't checked out, I'll link it here for you guys to go see. That's why I have like, I feel like I have such dark circles under my eyes because I'm just like always working, but it's my favorite thing ever. So only minimal complaints from me. Okay, I'm also going to be taking this Tartiest Warm palette, and I'm going to be dipping into the shade Latte and taking that again on the crease and buffing that out. I want to do like a really bronzy eye look. And then I think like a hot pink lip, which really is like different for me. So something I saw on Instagram the other day, one of the bloggers I follow, I'll put her info right here, she posted something that says like, basically if you feel like Instagram is negative, then maybe it's not for you, or something along those lines, and basically you should like change your maybe outlook on it and also who you follow. And it was really good. That's just really brief. Maybe I'll insert it here, but I thought it was really awesome because something I try to do is I've changed who I follow. So I don't follow people if it makes me like feel bad, and I still feel like Instagram is really, it's kind of what you make out of it, you know? So if you choose to follow people who just make you envious, then that's kind of on you, even though I think like, you know, Instagram is definitely a lot and it can definitely make you feel some type of way, and you know, it happens to everyone. But I think if you can change who you follow and make sure you're picking people that you actually look up to and, you know, motivate you, it's a lot better place. What am I trying to say? I feel like I cannot talk while I do my makeup. Like I just like to like sit and relax. Pretty much I just like that because I feel like you should change who you follow if you don't feel like motivated, right? So for like my lash page, we are a lot more than lashes. Cutting the crease and talking. So we're a lot more than just lashes. I post a lot of positive things. I post about a lot of other brands. This is, hopefully you guys find that it's a very positive space to go. It's very uplifting, you know, like there's really awesome girls there. There's motivation, there's tips, there's support. Like it's a page you want to go, not just to shop, not just to buy my lashes. You know, obviously you supporting me, purchasing my products, which I think are amazing. They're amazing, comfortable, natural, cruelty-free lashes. But even more than that, I want you to come back to my page to feel inspired, to feel motivated and happy. When you're having a great day, when you need motivation, when you need someone else to be the voice in your head, I hope that's my page for you. You know, I'm very, very fortunate. My family is all very motivated and hardworking, and we all help each other and keep each other in line. But unfortunately, not always you're gonna have somebody there for you like that. Or maybe too, you just need a different opinion. You've heard your parents, you've heard your mom, you've heard your dad, your sister. You just want to see maybe a different whatever. I hope my page can be somewhat inspirational to you and help you get through whatever you're going through, or just to be an outlet for you. So actually, I will link down below some of my favorite pages and some really awesome girls. I'm just taking the color Flame right here and putting that on the outer V. And I'm mixing also Cozy, which is like a sparkly shade. So we're gonna mix these two shades right here. Anyways, putting that on the outer V. It just was really inspirational, and I think if you change, again, who you follow and who you surround yourself with, that will really help. I read another quote the other day, because I'm like huge on quotes. It said, basically a shark, if it grows up in like a tank, will only grow to like 8 inches or something like that. But if it grows up in its natural environment, it would be like 8 feet long, let's say. Basically, that's what it said. And it said you cannot outgrow the environment you're in pretty much unless you make changes, right? So if you're hanging around the same people or watching the same people on YouTube or Instagram or wherever it is, and you're surrounding yourself with some kind of energy that isn't what you want or where you want to be, well, you cannot escape it if you are constantly putting yourself there. And in kind of another example, let's say you're growing up someplace and you're in an environment you don't like. Unfortunately, you know, if you're not old enough to move out, you somewhat can't control that, but you can control the other people you surround yourself with, the people you're watching on Instagram and YouTube. There are so many people who are inspirational and that we're so lucky we do have access to, you know. So I just think that's like a really awesome way to think about it, put like a more positive spin on it, rather than just flat out saying like, oh, YouTube or Instagram, it's all negative. And honestly, it is such a highlight reel on Instagram for everybody. Also, I read this thing, I love quotes, and that's one of the things too I changed on Instagram. Not only do I read more quotes and follow more people who kind of align not just like beliefs, but more like their work ethic and their morals kind of with mine. Where am I going with this? Oh, so this is what I was gonna say, I totally forgot. So pretty much what it was saying is, like, let's say you have like $600 and one person invests it and they, like, let's say they doubled their money, right? And the other person has $600 and went on vacation and they post about it on Instagram. Now that other person lost their $600 because they spent it on vacation. It's not an investment, you know. And then the other person gained it. But that person who's on vacation looks like, oh my gosh, like they're living their best life. Like, oh my gosh, I want to be them. In reality, now they have no money, or no money that they had. They don't have that $600 anymore. And the other person who never posted on Instagram really is chilling and living their best life or whatever. Not that that's like a huge amount, but just the moral of it. I think that's like huge what Instagram is now. Even to the DMs that I get with my business, like, yeah, we're doing well, like we just turned a year old, like there's still a lot of growth, and half of the battle is not giving up, right? It doesn't happen overnight. But I think too, like, don't be fooled, it's a lot of work, and maybe the success you're seeing there, I don't want to say there's not as much, there is, but there's also so much like other work and things to be getting done. It's not like all those sales are going to me, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh well, I get to make this much profit. No, I just reinvest it. That's why I work so many other jobs, you know, because I do want this to become my full-time, or to have options, or to be able to grow, you know. So that's what I would say. This is actually really pretty. I feel like on camera it's really not doing it justice. I feel so betrayed. First, we're going to take MAC Fix Plus, put it on this MAC brush. That's literally one of my first MAC brushes ever. Take the shade Simmer and put it right here. But let me know what you guys think about some of the points I talked on, and if you agree with me, or what maybe your thoughts on it would be. And that's the thing too, like with Instagram, is you can follow really awesome accounts. Also, I've been listening to like podcasts, and they like changed my life. I'm such a podcast person now. Well, kind of. Like Gary Vee, his podcasts to me are so good. I just feel like he's really real and has really valuable things to say. And it's so relaxing too to me. And not that I think that YouTube videos aren't fun or good to watch, but sometimes I feel like it's better to listen to a podcast, and I feel like it's a little bit like more informational, not so entertaining, depending on what you're listening to. Okay, the next thing I'm going to take is this YSL Black Gold Pencil. This is my absolute favorite one. It's literally the softest on your eyes. Actually, too, I'm going to go in the lower lash line. So I'm going to go ahead and do my complexion quick, and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. So I just literally did wing liner and smoked it out a little bit. I haven't put lashes on yet because I'm going to show you guys. But I did want to show you my foundation. Don't forget, we already put the Farsali oil on, so we're good for our primer. And then also the other setting sprays. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pump of the Born This Way foundation in the shade Seashell. In the shade Seashell. That was hard. And I'm just gonna begin to kind of stipple that on my face. This sponge is not overly damp, so it won't soak up as much product. And this is from Morphe. It is one of my favorite sponges. It does a great job of buffing the product in. I love all the sides on it. It's really, really awesome. And this foundation is really good. It has great coverage. I feel like it's good for kind of like all skin tones. I feel like it's good for all ages because it's not super dry. If you're super oily, it might not be the best for you just because it might not be matte enough. But I like how it keeps my skin still looking like skin, and then I can make it more matte in places I want to and then not in others. And then for my eyebrows today, this is kind of random, I took the NYX pencil in taupe. I did take in taupe. Okay, I took the the NYX pencil in taupe for my eyebrows, and then I took a little bit of MAC's Lithe, L-I-T-H-E, light, I don't know, probably light. That's kind of weird spelling. But this, I believe, was in one of their holiday collections, and it's like a pearlescent light shade. And I took a mixing medium and ran that through my brows, and I really like how it looks. It just gave them a little bit of dimension. I think it honestly was much better than any of the darker shades, especially because obviously I have lighter brows. Well, this looks crazy. So I just really liked how it looked. Then also, see how awesome this sponge is for cleaning up all these little areas and making sure you don't mess up your eye makeup. It's really good. I use this on all my clients when I'm doing like any kind of makeup, wedding makeup. I used to not like go out and purchase sponges, but now I do, just because I really feel like it's worth it for the makeup. It makes a huge difference. Yeah, you can do makeup without like a beauty blender, but it's just so much like better with a beauty blender. Next, what I'm going to do, this is actually my own custom palette. This is from my own custom palette. I'll link it down below. I got this from Beautylish, and I just have some Tarte colors in here from one of their palette, and it's just cream because I am a cream contour fiend. I love cream contouring. I feel like powder contour is just not for me. Cream is where it's at. It just really transforms your face for me personally. I just feel like it transformed the face. Also, Cover FX has really good contour creams. They're actually, I think, on sale right now, and I just love how they look on the skin. If I'm not using these, then I'm probably using the Fenty Beauty one, just because it's so easy for every day and anyone can use it. Honestly, this is probably too dark right there, but it's okay. And then just take it on the temple, and I like to wrap it around here. Okay, and one of my favorite brushes to use to blend out my cream contour is actually from our Dame Boss brush kit. It's perfect because it's an angled flat top kabuki brush, and it just blends and pushes the product really nicely into the skin. Sometimes with cream contours, it can get muddy. So the products you use and the brushes you use, or the tools, are really important. For me personally, I think this is better than a sponge at the beginning and some of the other brushes. This just really presses it into the skin. And this is when I feel like my contour turns out the best, less muddy, really good. Also, these creams are great because they're like sheer, but they just give you that really nice contour. Also, I don't feel like it like takes away any of that foundation you just spent so much time on. Then from this palette as well, I'm going to take a cream concealer. This one is actually from Tarte. And I'm just gonna tap this a little bit under here to get rid of those dark circles. You want to use your ring finger just to blend that out. After that, I'm going to go into some Shape Tape. And I have been trying to use less of this because it's really good and it's expensive. Stipple that on the skin, and as you can tell, it's still going to cover everything you want it to. It's going to highlight the face. This will go really nicely with all that cream contouring we just did. So I'm going to take the Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to grab, again, this is another brush from our Dane Boss collection. I'm going to take this and just press this all into my skin. I'm also going to sweep it under the eye. I love this brush because it's wide enough, it's dense, it's short, it's easy to use, to buff in. It's not so huge like, where's another brush? Like this is a Luxie brush. It's nice, but it's more like maybe for bronzer, where this I feel like for face powder is literally one of my favorite brushes I've ever used. So right now your face is probably gonna look really crazy, but don't worry. I'm gonna take this synthetic hair brush from Morphe. It's an R3. I can't show you my contour, but it's just the Anastasia classic original light medium palette, and I'm just gonna take this and begin to sweep it. I like because this brush is tapered, so it allows you to get into the hollows really good. Then we're just gonna go in kind of 3 motions on the face. I personally like to use a lot of synthetic brushes. And I know some people say that they don't apply things as nice as a brush. For my face, I feel like they apply things much smoother. I do sometimes like to use the M530 from Morphe, but sometimes I feel like because the bristles are kind of like, not scratchy, just, you know, obviously like a more natural hair brush, it doesn't apply it as smooth on the skin. So, I don't know. But I am going to take a little bit and see. Yeah, I just feel like this doesn't apply everything as smooth. This brush just really blends everything in on the face. It's really beautiful. Okay, after that I'm going to take the Hourglass brush. The Hourglass, oh, I feel like that's kind of better, right? Okay, the Hourglass bronzer. Go ahead and stipple that with the same brush onto the forehead. I really like a bronzy forehead because the smaller the better. Then also just kind of bring it back here on the face, down the neck, on the ears. And this, all Hourglass's products are so good. I love them. After that, I'm going to take another Hourglass product. It's their Luminous Flush Blush. We're going to apply that on the apples of the cheek and sweep it back. I'm kind of going to sweep it a little bit into my face, put a little bit on my nose and the excess on my forehead. This just really helps your whole face to kind of look cohesive. Now, I don't have a lot on here. There's pretty much nothing left, but just kind of blends everything together. Okay, for the skin, we're gonna take a little bit of this Max Glitter Mist just to melt everything together. Okay, I think it's time I wipe off this crazy lip. Much better. I love how the makeup looks. I think it looks so good. And now it's time for lashes. I'm actually gonna do Ladylike today, which is actually Alyssa, who wears my lashes, one of her favorite lash from us. and I have not worn these in forever. So I'm going to give you a little quick demo. So obviously you just want to peel off the lashes gently, and on the side there's going to be a little extra piece so you can pull them off. I personally like to pull my lashes off from the outer corner, just so if you like mess up one of the lashes, it's not on the inside. I'm just going to go ahead and measure. Where you cut your lashes is totally personal preference. I will tell you, when I'm filming or just taking a photo, I normally leave them a little longer than if I were to like just be wearing them out, just because you never want to have your lash too long because that will bother you. But these lashes are super comfortable. That's one of the things I noticed when I was testing out my lashes, is that they're so comfortable, natural, and easy to use. And that's one of the many reasons I love, love, love our brand. So you just put a little bit of lash glue on. I can't share with you guys right now, but we're testing lash glues. So everyone who asked me what kind of lash glue to use, I can recommend you ours. Obviously, if this were a client, don't blow on their lash. I am going to take this brush and just kind of go ahead and smoke out my lower lash line. And there's no extra product on here. There might be just a little bit of an orange shadow. Okay, go ahead and set the lash up on your eye. And I never put on mascara. I'm just gonna add a little bit now. And these are my lashes on. These are ladylike. Oh my gosh, am I obsessed with them. So what I want to do for lips is I'm going to test out a new liquid lipstick so you guys can help me see if you like this color or not. Let me grab my lip liner. Lip liner, mirror, let's do this. Love, love this lip liner. It is actually from MAC Subculture, one of my absolute favorites. Okay, so this is like a really hot pink color. Let's see what we think. Okay, I'm gonna do one more layer. What do you guys think of this color? So far, I actually really like it. It's like super bright, but I feel like it's really wearable. I love these like orangey pink shades. I think they look super flattering and neon and beautiful, and honestly still make my teeth look white, which is super important. So I'm going to, maybe I should take this out. You guys can see my hair for a second. So you can tell I went like super glamorous on the glam in the hair today. So these are actually my Bellamy extensions. So I mainly have in here the Lily hair by Lily Gallici, and then I also have a little bit of the Piccolina lashes from Bellamy as well. They're really like much smaller set, and the Lily one is a really big set. I love the Lily hair. I think it's really good. I love clip-in extensions. My new favorite is the Halo hair, the Halo Couture. I think they do an amazing job. It's so easy. I never worry like anyone's gonna see my tracks or anything. But if you want certain hairstyles, the clip-ins are really good. And if you need a more secure hair extension, these are definitely, I feel like, a lot more secure than the Halo. Not that I ever feel like it's gonna like come out, but yeah, these, like, they're gonna have to rip out your head, where the Halo, like, you know, you can just slide it out, which is definitely nice. I'm not doing anything that crazy, which I need a super hold, but yeah, yeah, so this is my makeup look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I would love your feedback, and until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.